Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket for Monday, the 9th of May. Today on the show, CoD VS Battlefield, Play-Doh, and this week, in the games. Alright, here's what's been making headlines over the weekend, and first up, Activision has responded to criticism of its Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer. At the time of reporting, the game's reveal trailer is sitting at 993,000 dislikes, making it the 8th most disliked video on YouTube. In the publisher's quarterly earnings call, concerns about the dislikes were raised. CEO Eric Hirschberg addressed these concerns by stating, "You gotta love the passion of gamers. There just aren't many entertainment franchises on Earth that can generate the kind of passion that Call of Duty can, and that's a good thing." He went on to remind the room that the reveal trailer for Black Ops 2 had the most dislikes of any reveal trailer we've ever made at that time, and of course went on to become our most successful game ever. Basically, we hear your concerns, but history shows it's going to be an enormous success, and it probably is. This negative press for Activision couldn't have come at a better time for EA though, as they dropped the reveal trailer for the latest installment in the Battlefield series. Battlefield 1, terrible name, will take place across the various battlegrounds of the First World War, and boasts biplanes, horses, and zeppelins. My 3 favorite ways to get to work in order. The in-engine footage showed off some pretty jaw-dropping graphics and effects, but I'm sure it'll take a pretty hefty rig to get it looking as good as the trailer. The game is set to launch on the 21st of October. Sega wants you to stop posting dirty uploads of Sonic to YouTube. Please. Episodes of Sega's TV show Sonic Boom are making their way onto YouTube, and Sega has politely asked for it to stop. On the company's blog, they said they'll be sending some letters to people who have uploaded full episodes of Sonic Boom TV show content so that they can remove them without needing to worry about getting a copyright strike on their account. Users who don't remove them on their own will have them taken down. Seems strangely reasonable for a YouTube copyright case, but the blog does go on. We think the stuff you guys do is awesome, and we thank you for your understanding and continued support. If you guys have any other questions, please do let us know. Thanks very much. Ugh, publishers being nice makes me feel dirty. Moving on, and there should be more Pokemon news this week. Pokemon director Junichi Masuda made an announcement on his personal blog that on Tuesday the 10th of May at 10 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, we should get more info on the upcoming Pokemon Sun and Moon games, which are due out this year. And finally, Donkey Kong record holder Wes Copeland has done it again. On your copes. Wes reclaimed the throne from Robbie Lakeman with what's been touted as a perfect run. Copeland didn't lose a single life in the 3-hour session and managed to set a score of 1,218,000, 28,000 points higher than Lakeman's best effort. With this score, Copeland announced he's officially retiring from the competitive Donkey Kong scene. Until, of course, someone beats his record. Now it's time to start our Thing of the Day countdown! We had nearly 1,000 votes over the last fortnight, and before we move on to your top 10, we have to give some honorable mentions to Doctor of Who, Jesse RX Speedster Yun, Adrian Schmidt, Rob Lowe Staple, and of course, John, ladies and gentlemen, and Team GG, who all had entries which just fell outside the top 10. You're good! Just not good enough. All right, you voted for it. Here's your 10th most beloved Thing of the Day title for the year so far. Really rolls off the tongue. We're gonna have some problems when we hit 6th most beloved. I did have some problems. Roll the thing!
Do you feel like you're kind of betraying your core internet followers by, like, you know, joining TV Land? Or do you feel like you have, like, you bridge the gap?
Well, I mean, I will leave you behind in a heartbeat. Claymator Lee Hardcastle has created a brutal and visceral Doom homage out of oil-based clays. You'd think the lo-fi look would make Doom's iconic gore less impactful, but somehow it's worse. Well, I mean, I will leave you behind in a heartbeat. Well done, CF Tabone. Now, of course, it's time for This Week in Games, where I'll be letting you know what's happening this week in-game, starting of course with the list of MPD stats for the week ending May 1st. And number 1 on the list for 2 weeks in a row, holding strong, Ratchet & Clank. I credit excellent gameplay, and I blame a lack of anything else good coming out that week. Number 2 on the list, Dark Souls 3. Number 3, GTA 5. Number 4, Tom Clancy's The Division. Number 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 6, Far Cry Primal. Number 7, Minecraft. Number 8, EA Sports UFC 2, and I cannot believe that game is still on the list. Who likes men and women and octagons and video games and men and women fighting in octagons in video games doesn't own that game? Is it being bundled? It must be bundled. Number 9, Star Fox Zero, and number 10, FIFA 16. So it's pretty much exactly the same list as last week, just in a different order. So let's move on now to potential chart toppers for this week, starting with today, May 9th, where you can pick up Stellaris, a 4X space strategy game which will probably be available on Steam by the time you are watching this. And the Overwatch open beta has been extended on PC, Xbox, and PS4 until May 10th. So if you haven't gone and blown up a monkey with a chainsaw tire, then you've still got 24 hours. Also tomorrow, we get Binding of Isaac Afterbirth and the Magic Circle Gold Edition on PS4. Tasty Lethal Tactics is a PC title which looks like the gameplay of XCOM via the graphics of Siphon Filter on PSP. And finally, on May 10th, the Ratchet & Clank dethroner, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
I made a promise that I was done with this life.
How long have we been chasing this thing?
Long time.
Real long time. Just you and me.
Are you the one person who's on the fence about Uncharted 4? Then make sure you check out Good Game's review of it tomorrow night on ABC2. But enjoy your one day at the top, Uncharted, because on May 11th, you're about to be crushed by Starbreak on PC, which is a unique, skill-based action platformer MMO where you explore strange sci-fi worlds alongside dozens of other players, kill legions of dangerous aliens, and fight epic boss battles. And if that doesn't sound like a video game, then I don't know what does. Certainly not Goliath on May 12th for PC, where you play as a boy who collects mech parts to build robots to punch monsters. That sounds like the plot of a Jane Austen novel. And speaking of old things, do you feel like there's not enough 4:3 aspect ratios on your expensive 16:9 G-Sync monitors? Then boot up 2005's Refrain Prism Memories on May 13th. Or do you have one of those portable 16:9 screens? Then you can try out Mega Tag Mention Blanc and Neptune vs. Zombies, which is the title of just one game on the Vita, where for the first time ever, Blanc is the protagonist of her own game, complete with multi-nep action. Battle hordes of zombies with up to 4 players, and also, for some reason, attempt to make a movie to save the school. Also on the 13th, Hero Defense Haunted Island is a neat-looking tower defense game coming out of early access. And finally, on Friday, Doom drops, and you can shotgun demons until your little heart is black and content. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket. My Pocketeers! What should we discuss tomorrow for the talkthrough? Let me know in the comments. And while you're on the internet, check out Good Game on Facebook, YouTube, and iView. Want to meet fellow Pocketeers? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at Good Game TV. Follow Pocket at NichBoy, up here at that GG at Monkey and that Sam Gee. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day Classic was made by CF Tabone. Congratulations, CF Tabone. You were good, but your peers decreed there were 9 better. Until tomorrow, NichBoy out.